Good Thursday afternoon and welcome to Juan Diego High School. We have a upcoming baseball game between the Tigers of Ogden High School from Ogden, Utah and the Soaring Eagle of Juan Diego here in Draper, Utah. So, got about 12 minutes before first pitch is scheduled. The format for the stream today is National Anthem will probably be a few minutes before that scheduled first pitch. We'll get that out of the way. Teams will take the field, warm up, and in all likelihood we will have an on-time first pitch of at 3:30, I should say. We have both umpires here at the field, so no waiting on them to get things started, and we should be good to go. The weather today is really nice. One of the nicer days we've had at the field this spring. Temperatures in the low 60s. By the time JV rolls around, we'll probably be in the mid 50s. And I think we'll get a pretty good JV game in, at least quite a few innings. We should anyway. Sunset isn't until 8:14 p.m., if you can believe that already. So we should have plenty of light to get several innings in the JV game. So looking forward to that. That JV stream, by the way, will be a separate stream. It's scheduled separately on broadcastjd.com. So when this game is over, we'll go ahead and switch to, we'll take about a 15-20 minute break, and then we'll get the JV game in on a separate stream. So that's the plan for that. All right, let's talk about the two teams here. The record for Juan Diego as of today is an overall record of 8-11, 4-3 in region play. Ogden comes in struggling really throughout the season. They've got a 0-12 record, and they haven't won a game in region, obviously, at 0-7. So they're having a bit of a down year. The leader in Region 10 Class 4A is Stansbury up there with an overall record of 15-5, 7-2 in region, and there are, including today, I believe, about 6 games left in region play amongst all of the teams. And barring a couple of losses and a win out by one of the other teams, you went to Juan Diego or Cedar Valley, or perhaps even Tooele, Stansbury's probably going to end up the region champ this year with a pretty strong record so far. So we'll keep an eye on that. These two teams played on Tuesday, and that game came out in Juan Diego's favor with a final score of, I believe it was 16-2. Let's see if we can pull that up here. We'll look at the upcoming schedule. So yeah, they were pretty dominant in that game Tuesday. It was close for the first couple of innings, and then Juan Diego blew it open. I think they had an 8-run third or fourth inning and added another 5 runs in a subsequent inning and ended up with a 16-2 victory. So that gets them to 8-11 on the year. And here we are with Ogden visiting Juan Diego. So with this game, there are only 2 remaining regularly scheduled home games for Juan Diego. We have Ben Lomond we have Ben Lomond on Tuesday, and that one's probably a little iffy at this point looking at the weather forecast, but we'll see how that shapes out. And then final home game for Juan Diego is going to be on Thursday, May 6th, and that will be senior night. We have 4 seniors on the team, so we'll be honoring those student athletes prior to the game start on that day. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to stream that due to the camera placement and where the activities will take place, but I'll keep that updated on the Twitter handle at BroadcastJD and let everybody know what's happening there. So yeah, just 3 home games, including today, remaining for Juan Diego, and 1 non-region game, which will be Saturday at Brighton. Okay, let's take a look at the RPI. Pulled the RPI today, so this is hot off the press, and the last time I had pulled it was about 10 days ago, so I do have the 10-day change in there just so you can see where things are moving. So the RPI for Class 4A, all 21 teams, puts Juan Diego at 14 right now. That's down 3 from where they were 10 days ago. So they're dropping a bit in the RPI. The fellow region schools in the Class 4A with Juan Diego in Region 10 are Stansbury, Uintah, Cedar Valley, Tooele, Ben Lomond, and Ogden. And it looks like we're going to get ready with National Anthem already. So I'm going to go ahead and cut back to that, and we'll put that up on the screen. So, not wasting any time in the contest today, getting that national anthem in early, and I assume Juan Diego will be taking the field here pretty soon. But let me put that RPI back up. So you can see Juan Diego's 14, down 3 from the last time it was pulled 10 days ago. The big movers are Uintah up 3, Bear River's also dropped 3, Ridgeline is up 4 spots from the last time it was pulled, and Snow Canyon takes over the top spot with about a percentage point advantage over Desert Hills, moving up 2 from the last time it was pulled. So that is your current RPI. And RPI feeds the playoff seedings. Let's take a quick look at that while we still have just a little bit of time before the game gets started here. So the playoffs, at least the format for the playoffs has been defined. The official brackets and details of what seeds play at what time on what day can be found at the UHSAA.org website, but this is essentially what's happening with playoffs. So there is going to be a first round home site playoff game. That will be the seeds 13 through 21. So there are 21 schools, which is an odd number for the way they've done the playoffs. So there's going to be a play-in game whereby the 21 and 20 seed will actually play each other at the home site of the 13 seed. Then later that day, the winner of the 2021 game will play the 13 seed, 19 will play 14, 18 will play 15, and 17 will play 16. If you're in the top 12 in the RPI at the end of the season, you have a first round bye. So your first game will be, if you're in the top 12, your first game will actually be in the second round. And if you're in the top 8, you will have a home game guaranteed, actually a home game set. So the way the second round is going to work, also home sites, but it's going to be a best of 3. And that's going to start on May 13th at 4 o'clock and continue on May 14th at 11 a.m. and then play another game on May 14th if necessary to break the tiebreaker. The seeds 13 through 16 will be reseeded, and that will go that way. Then the playoff bracket moves to Utah Valley University for the bracket and the championship game. So that's where things stand with the playoffs, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and get ready for first pitch. So let's get that started. And that is a hit right off the bat for the first pitch into just right over the shortstop's head. So that'll be a single for Ogden. So put a hit on the board already for them. Put a pitch on the board for Juan Diego and put a base runner up for Ogden on first. And that's another swing of the bat. That's going out center. That's going to be over the center fielder's head. Ogden rounding second. The batter And here comes the throw home. It's going to be close, and he is in there for the first run. There's going to be a play caught in a pickle there between second and third, and he tags him out for the first out there, right in between camera views. So what a start for Ogden. Wow, 2 hits right off the bat, 2 pitches. Let's get those on the board here. So 2 hits, 2 pitches, a run has scored for Ogden. And unfortunately, that was an out, so no base runners and 1 out on the board for Ogden. So already the 3rd hitter up, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Got to get my cameras here. Boy, this game really started before I had time to prepare here. So that is a strike, and I'll get that countdown off. So that'll be a ball. Not used to the game starting so promptly, so a little discombobulated here, but that'll get the countdown off the board. And that is hit to left field. That's going to be fair, and that's going to also be caught by the left fielder for out number 2. So that'll be 2 outs for Juan Diego here in the top of the first. And of course, as soon as the game starts, we have our friend the wind making an appearance, which it was just delightful. I am not even kidding. Right before the game started, there wasn't a breath of wind, and now here it is. It just knows when we're getting ready to try to do something here and wants to ruin it for us. So that is a strike. I'm getting countdown timers off the board here, so I'm just a little bit behind. So that was a strike and a ball to the batter. It looks like Gomez is at the plate, number 23. So that'll be another ball, 2-1. And I think I've settled in here, so apologize for that. It was a little bit rushed to get going, and that's a line drive right into left field by Gomez. So another hit, 3 hits on the board. Just that quick for Ogden, and that'll put a runner on first base. So pitching for Juan Diego is Matt Liebrick, making the start. And runner goes, and that's to second, and he is tagged out at second base. So let's take another look at that. That was a quick jump by the base runner. He goes to second, he throws down to second, and tags him out for out number 3. So Ogden really aggressive here in the top half of the first and has the lead 1-0. So we'll go middle of the first, pick it back up when Ogden's ready to roll. Okay, up to bat for Juan Diego is number 5, Zach Carlson, takes 4, strike 1. Pitching for Ogden is number 24, Kessler. And I think I'm a little more organized after that quick start, so this should be a better half inning. 1-1 is the count. And Zach fouls that one off. That's going to be out of play down the third base side. So 1-2 to Carlson. The quick start of the game has even the scoreboard operator in the field discombobulated as their scoreboard is turned off and there is no score. So what you've got on your screen is far better than what's at the field. 2-2 is the count. And Zach lines one ground ball to first base, so that's an easy out over there for the first baseman, and that'll put one out on the board for Ogden. Coming up to bat for Juan Diego is going to be number 29, Gabe Perkins. With one out here in the bottom of the first. Ogden with an early lead, 1-0. And a ball taken by Gabe, so 1-0. And Gabe lifts that one out of play, foul ball, so 1-1. I think that actually hit the pole holding up the net. That was kind of a weird sounding, gosh, I'm on the wrong view there. My apologies, guys. All messed up here. That was a good curveball for strike two. I'm looking at my preview and didn't realize the actual was on a different camera, so we'll get it figured out here. Second inning will be better, I promise. And got him swinging for strike three, so 2 quick outs for Ogden. And only 9 pitches for Kessler. Up to bat for Juan Diego is number 11, the catcher, Tyler Easter. And a good curveball. Tyler sits on it and fouls it off down the first base side. So 0-1 to Tyler. And I may kill that camera audio just because the wind is annoying, I know, on the stream. That was a swing and a miss, so 0-2. I think I will go ahead and chop that audio off, so all you have now is my microphone. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And that is a called strike three, so Ogden really coming out on fire against Juan Diego. And that will be only 12 pitches for Kessler, so a nice half inning for Ogden, and we'll move to the top of the second. Okay, back here at Juan Diego Field, top of the second. Ogden up to bat, the number 5 batter Holt at the plate with a 1-2-0 lead. And he kind of gets crossed up on that one. That's a foul ball, so 0-1 to Holt. I'm still just a little flabbergasted by that quick start. I gotta get over that, I guess. 1-1 is the count. We just don't start that early here. It's unusual. It's usually the umpires that are running late, but they were here and they were ready to go. So we did it, and that is just a little bit high. So 2-1 to Holt. Scoreboard in the field is off, so I don't know if there's a problem out there, if somebody just hasn't had the time to turn it on, but I'm all on my own here, so I'll do the best I can to keep up with things. 3-1, as that one is taken low for a ball. And I think Ogden caught Juan Diego a little off guard as well with that quick start of theirs. And that is a walk, so that is going to put a runner on first. And bring to the plate the 6th batter, DeColkett. So we'll take a look over at first. And coming home with it is Liebrick, and that is just missing for ball 1. Boy, those are good spots, just not quite in the zone, according to the umpire. Runner with a short lead over there. Nothing to be too worried about. Coming home with it. And that's a swing and a miss. So 1-1. Oh, and he throws it over there. Boy, he faked me out. Try to keep that steady on the play, but he threw it over to first. I thought he was coming home with it, so no pitch. Coming home with it this time, and that is lined into left field. So another hit for Ogden. That's going to put 4 hits on the board already for Ogden, and put a runner on first and second base. So a good start for Ogden, coming off a pretty tough loss against Juan Diego on Tuesday at Ogden High School. That score was a final of 16-2. Ogden played them close the first couple of innings, then Juan Diego broke it open with a big inning where they put up an 8 spot. But Ogden not messing around here. They came to play, so see how Juan Diego responds with no outs in the top of the second. Runner goes. That's a throw down to third. It is in time, and he is out down there at third base. So a nice throw by Tyler and a nice put out by Malik Harris at third base. Good job, guys. The runner did advance to second, so that was called a ball, and that'll put an out on the board. So again, Ogden super aggressive here in the early part of the game. And a swing and a miss there, so 1-1 will be the count. I like it. I like this kind of baseball. I like swinging the bats, running the bases. So this is great. That's a good block by the catcher. 2-1 will be the count. And that's a called strike for sure, right down the middle. So 2-2 to the batter. It looks like Kamagaki at the plate for Ogden, number 15. And that is outside low on the zone. So that'll take the count full at 3-2. And a nice swing, foul ball. by Kamagaki. And we'll reset with full count. 3-2, 1 out in the top of the second. Ogden up 1-0. Being aggressive all over the field. And that one misses outside, so that's going to put a runner on first base. So runners on first and second for Ogden with only 1 out here in the top of the second. Up to bat now is Sanchez for Ogden. Looks like number 21. If I can just barely see the number there. Let's see what's happening over at first. Not holding at first. Coming home with it, swing and a miss. Snap throw to first, though, and he grabbed onto that bag as his body flung him around. It was a chance his arm was going to come off there, but no dice, so that was a strike. And a off speed missing, so 1-1 to the batter. And another swing and a miss, and I was mistaken. The batter is number 20. It is Sanchez, just number 20. So 1-2 to Sanchez with 2 runners on. Top of the second. And that misses, so 2-2. Again, not holding at first. So Liebert coming home with it. And that is a swing and a miss. So a good pitch by Matt to get that out for out number 2. And that's going to bring to the plate Hill for Ogden. And that is in there for called strike 1. 0-1. Again, not holding at first with 2 outs. And a good curveball. That is definitely a strike. So 0-2. Nice pitch by Matt right there. So let's see what the batter thinks is going to happen here. And he rings him up on a pitch that's a little low in the zone, but that is a called strike 3, so that'll put 3 outs on the board, and we will move to the middle of the second with Ogden up 1-0. Okay, we'll try the field microphone here and see if that's going to work out for us. Up to bat for Juan Diego. Ogden having retired Juan Diego 1-2-3 in the first is the 4-batter Harris. And that's taken low, 4-1. So for Juan Diego, we have 4, 5, and 6 up in their lineup. And oh, that's a good pitch. Boy, that looked like a fastball, but it looked like it tailed off there at the end as well. Gotta watch this pitch here. That fastball's got a little movement on it, I think. Good pitch. 1-2. And that misses low, so that'll be 2-2. And a curveball drops him for strike 3. Boy, what a good pitch. So Ogden Kessler rolling for the first out. And that's going to bring up Matt Liebrick, the pitcher for Juan Diego, in the number 5 spot. And Liebrick shows bunt, pulls back, takes for ball 1, so 1-0. And he lifts that one down the right side, the first base side, and out of play. So no play on it by the right fielder. Right fielder was moving that way and made it to the fence and could go no farther. So that'll be a strike. 1-1. And a little high for ball 1, 2-1. And that one got him, I think. No, didn't look like it. It must have just hit the catcher's mitt in a funny spot. It sounded like it might have glanced him, but that's ball 3. So 3-1 to Liebrick, hoping to be the first base runner of the day for Juan Diego. And that one's going to be ball 4. So that'll put a runner on first. And we'll see if Juan Diego does the speed up rule for the pitcher, which they typically will when the pitcher is out there, and that is what's going to happen. So Liebrick is going to come in, and it looks like Dallas Larson will take his place on first base. So Dallas pinch running. Up to bat for Juan Diego is Preston Bath, number 4. Dallas with a huge lead over there. Oh, and that gets by the catcher. So Dallas is going to make it easily down to second base. So a ball and a advance to second base for Juan Diego. And that one misses high a little bit, so 2-0. Kessler losing a little bit of control here. He was on fire those first 20 pitches, really dealing. So see if he can regain some composure here. And just a bit inside, so 3-0 to Bath. And that is taken for strike 1. I should have put the prop bet out there. I've only had one guy so far all season on both teams in both JV and varsity. There's only been one batter that has swung on 3-0. So the prop bet is take all the way or swing, and I think you're safe to say take all the way is the way to go. And that is no lie. I've kept track of that the entire season. Ooh, and that just misses low, so that'll put another runner over at first for Juan Diego. And we'll bring to the plate Coleman Jackson in the number 7 spot. So Ogden not holding the runner. And just high and inside, so that'll be ball 1. And that is below the knee, but called a strike. So 1-1. Cole is a really tall person, so I think that would be a strike on a normal batter. And he's got no choice but to swing at it, given where the zone was. So that'll be 1-2. And anything close, he's got to swing at. So hopefully he can make contact and move these runners around. And he does make contact, pops it straight up in the air, but it is fading out of play. So that'll be a foul ball. That one was hit sky high. So with his zone being what it is, he's got to effectively swing at anything that's close to the plate. Put it in play here with 1-2. And he lines one. Oh, right to the shortstop. Oh, boy. That was hit hard. And avoiding a double play is Dallas over at second, but a nice swing of the bat. Just unfortunate right to the defender. And that'll put out number 2 on the board. So runners remain at first and second, and up to bat now is Caden Fenger for Juan Diego. See if Caden can move these runners around. And he takes a good hack at it, out of play down the first base side, so strike 1. And first baseman playing way deep for this out, having 2 outs on the board. And Caden hits that up the middle. That's going to be a slow roller. Oh, and I forgot there was a force on at second. I was looking for the throw to first, but he just basically said, bloop, touch second base for out number 3. So holding Juan Diego to 0 runs through 2. Ogden maintains their lead at 1-0. Okay, up to bat is number 7 for Ogden, DeLeon, here in the top of the 3rd. Sounds like Diego may be his first name, so Liebrick's still on the hill for Juan Diego. And that is in there for called strike 1. So good start to the top of the 3rd here for Matt. 0-1. And an off speed got him swinging. That was a nice looking pitch as well. 0-2. Looks like a little bit of a slider that Matt's got there. And that one's, I would say, intentionally off the plate with 0-2. So ball 1, 1-2. And he throws him another off speed. That's down to first for the put out. So strikeout for Liebrick and 1 out on the board for Juan Diego. Up to bat for Ogden is number 8. And that's off the plate for ball 1. I think this might be the top of the order. I'm not certain. That one's fouled off. So 1-1. And that's, oh, he called that a strike. Holy moly. That was low and off the plate from my perspective. So bit of a break there for Juan Diego. 1-2. And an off speed, and that's lined into left field once again. So nice hit by Hill. That is the top of the order for Ogden. And that'll put another hit on the board for the Tigers. So Liebrick at 40 pitches. Runner on first. And Ogden showing up Juan Diego here with 5 hits to their 0. So we'll take a peek over here at first as the wind makes another appearance. And he comes home with it and fouls that one off. So 0-1. Runner doesn't have too much of a lead over there. And he swings at that one for strike 2. So quickly ahead, 0-2 for Liebrick on this batter. See how aggressive Ogden's going to be with the base running. And that misses low, so ball 1. This is the pitcher at bat, Kessler, number 24. And got him with an off speed for strike number 3. So a nice pitch by Matt there. Puts another out on the board for the Soaring Eagles. So up to bat now is Gomez, who is 1-1. 1 for 1, I should say. And throws over to first, and he got him out at first with the throw. Nice pickoff. Let's see if we got a replay on that one. 1 for 1, I should say. And he did pick him off, so a good move by Matt. Nice put out there by Coleman Jackson, and that will be the out number 3 for Juan Diego as we head to the middle of the 3rd. Okay, bottom of the 3rd. Kessler still on the mound for Ogden. Up to bat, I believe number, it's like Matt, I believe this is Mencia for Juan Diego, fouling that one off for strike one. It is Matt Mencia for Juan Diego. And quickly 0-2 on Matt. So Kessler right back in rhythm, throwing strikes for Ogden. And I'm telling you, there wasn't a breath of wind before the game started. Right as the game started, the wind kicked up, and it is being, as usual, obnoxious when it comes to trying to stream and keep cameras still. So 1-2. And breaking ball misses outside, so 2-2. So I'm keeping that field mic off due to the wind. And that is fouled off, so nice pitch, nice fight at the plate, 2-2. And a curveball just misses. Woo, that was a nice looking pitch right there. I mean, just off the plate though. So that'll take the count full. And good battle by Matt. And he puts it in play to the third baseman. The throw over to first is in time. Just barely. Just barely kept his foot on the bag. That will be out number 1 for Ogden. And bring to the plate the leadoff hitter for Juan Diego, Zach Carlson, number 5. Juan Diego still looking for their first hit of the game. That was a ball 1. And another one misses low, so 2-0. Boy, Kessler has a fast rhythm up there. He doesn't mess around. Gets that sign, and he's going. And that's chopped foul down that third base side, so 2-1's the count. Three and 1 to Zach. Let's see if we can't find a way to get somebody on base with Gabe Perkins coming up. And just misses off the outside corner, so that'll put a runner at first. The leadoff runner. Up to bat now for Juan Diego is number 29, Gabe Perkins. Gabe has had a pretty good year hitting for Juan Diego, so let's see what he has in his bag of tricks here. If he can move this runner around. Take a look over there. There's a throw over to first. Runner is safe. And Zach with a pretty big lead. That pitch misses low, so 1-0. Zach goes, and that's taken for a strike, and the throw down to second is off the mark, so Zach will steal that base. So a taken strike for Gabe, but that will move the base runner to second base on the stolen attempt. Successful stolen attempt. So runner in scoring position for Gabe. See if we can get this score tied up here. And he hits it to the third baseman, checks the runner over to first for the throw and the put out. And that runner doesn't advance, so pretty good play there by Ogden to put another out on the board. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third with Tyler Easter coming up to bat, number 11 for Juan Diego. See if Tyler can help the cause here. And the runner goes. Oh, and that is hit. Ooh, he is hit right square in the back by that pitch. He's going to need to walk that one off, I think. Well, knowing Tyler, he's probably good halfway to first, but that did not look fun. And Tyler is going to go ahead and come in on a speed up rule because he is the catcher. So that'll put number 19 at first. I think that is Lombana. So let's add a pitch to the count, put a runner on first, and we now have Malik Harris up to bat in the 4 spot for Juan Diego with 2 outs. See if Malik can bring a runner home here. And that one misses low, so it'll be ball 1. Not holding that runner with 2 outs, so and a good pitch and a good swing fouls that off. 1-1. And that one gets away. Looks like it came out of his hand just a bit early. 2-1. And that's lined right up the middle. So nice hit by Malik. And the center fielder kind of bumbles it. And that will bring home a run for Juan Diego. So nice RBI by Malik, advancing the runner over to third from first. And that'll put a hit on the board as well as a run for Juan Diego. And tie the score at 1 apiece. So nice work by Malik there to get that run home. Up to bat now is Matt Liebrick, the pitcher, number 3. And they are holding at first. See if he's going to throw over there. Taking his time, coming home with it. And just misses high for ball 1. That's low and inside. 2-0. We have a little break from the wind, so kick that field mic on, get a little more ambient audio here. Runner goes. That's high. So Malik's making that all the way to second base, no problem. Runner goes. 3-0 to Matt. And taken all the way for strike 1. That was my prop bet. I'm a little slow on it this time. This game, I should say. So 3-1. And another take and another strike for Kessler. So just like that, the count is full. And lifted out of play. So we'll reset and I'll get rid of that wind. Oh, one day the weather will be, I'm not asking for perfect, I just want near perfect, but we'll take it. It's not raining, so it's all good. And up the middle is Matt, and that's over to first. He digs it out for out number 3. So Juan Diego gets 1, and after 3, it is 1-1. Headed to the 4th inning. Okay, up for Ogden is the 4 batter, so 4, 5, and 6. The 4 batter is Gomez. And a off speed in the upper part of the zone for called strike 1, 0-1. And that one is outside the zone, so 1-1. Two and one to Gomez. And missing with that one is Liebrich, so that'll take it to 3-1. And that's lifted to left field. It's going to be caught by the left fielder. So nice play out there. Looked like it had the chance to drop, but he got under it, and that'll put out number 1 on the board for Juan Diego. So up to bat now for Ogden is Holt. Number 6. And that one misses, so 1-0. Still haven't found the power switch to the field scoreboard. It remains dark out there. And taken for strike 1, so 1-1. So haven't seen that all year. Not sure why that's not working. Maybe somebody locked the door. Locked the drawer where it's hidden. And in there for strike 2, so 1-2 with 1 out. And just missing low for ball 2. Actually, the wind is subsided, so let's get that audio back on here. 2-2 to Holt. And that'll take the count full. So see who is going to win this battle. And that's a strike for certain, and even before it was fouled off, that was headed right down the middle, so good pitch by Matt. Reset here, full count. And he called that a foul ball. Looked like a check swing, and it hit the catcher's mitt and dropped, but and the coach is asking, was that catcher interference? And maybe that was the sound I heard, but the umpire says no, he hit the ball first if there was catcher interference. So it happened after the strike of the ball, so 3-2. And just missing for ball 4. So that was a close one. Good take by the batter. That will put a runner on first. That call's gone both ways. Just a little low in the zone. So that's going to bring to the plate to Colquitt for swing and a miss. Strike 1. And a nice off speed by Matt to get the batter crossed up on that one for strike 2. So quickly 0-2 on the batter. And just a little outside, so 1-2. Liebrich with a pickoff at first base earlier in the game. It was a really nice play. And that got him. So that is a hit by pitch. Just grazed his left shoulder. And that's going to put a runner on first and second for Ogden with only one out here in the top of the fourth. To the plate is number 15 for Ogden, Kamagaki. And a swing and a miss. 0-1. Not holding at first, playing inside the base runner. And that's called strike 2 right down Main Street. So good pitch, Matt. So quickly ahead 0-2. He's not going to give up anything good here. Looking for an off speed, probably on the inside of this batter. And no, he went right after him, right down the middle for strike 3. So what do I know? That'll put out number 2 on the board. So good pitch, Matt. And up to the plate is Sanchez for Ogden, number 20. And strike 1 called. So Liebrick coming alive here. And no attempt by the runner to move on that one, so 1-1's a count. Liebrick with 39 strikes on 66 pitches. Misses for ball 2, 2-1. And fouled off for strike 2. Ogden has cooled off a little bit. They came out on fire. 2 hits with 2 pitches. Might have even been 3 hits with 3 pitches. And got a run in the first inning. Running very aggressive on the bases. And that's right up the middle to the second baseman, who will just jog over and touch the base for out number 3. So no damage done. Score remains 1-1, middle of the fourth. Up to bat for Juan Diego. Whoa, kill my music, sorry about that. Is Preston Bath in the 6th spot. And that looked like a swing. Ooh, and he called him safe at first, so that's going to be a ball. I think the umpires might have missed one there, but 1-0. Two knows the count. Upstairs, so quickly 3-0. that's ball 4. So that'll put a runner on first for Juan Diego and bring to the plate the first baseman, number 51, Coleman Jackson. And our friend the wind is making another appearance. And that's outside for ball 1. And that's, oh, and he's going to go ahead and go. He stuttered a little bit and made it down 2 seconds. So a little delayed still on the dropped ball. Will advance Preston to second base, and count will be 2-0 to Jackson. And that one dove in there for strike 1. Pitch looks like a fastball, but it does tail at the end, so it's a good pitch. And that's hit over to third. Let's see if he's going to make it to first. They put him out at first, and the runner stays at second, so nice play by Ogden there for the putout. For out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. So that will bring to the plate Caden Fenger for Juan Diego. And Fenger bunts. Runner advances to third. The throw to first is a bullet, and he is out. So a nice throw over to first on a rushed play. And Juan Diego sacrifices an out for the advancement of the runner over to third base. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And this is going to bring up to the plate, I believe this is, and I'm killing that microphone due to the wind again, I believe this is Matt Mencia. And oh, tries to jump out of the way and fouls it off inadvertently. So 0-1 to Matt. See if we can't get this runner home. Could be a play at the plate if there's a pass ball. And Kessler's having none of that. He says, I'm throwing it right down the middle, so 0-2. And struck him out swinging, so good pitch by Kessler, and that'll take us to the 5th with the score remaining. Ogden 1, Juan Diego 1. Up to bat for Ogden is number 11, Hill. Liebrick still pitching for Juan Diego here in the top of the 5th. And that misses low. So 1-0 to Hill. Fouls that one off, 1-1. Liebrick just crossing over the 70 threshold for pitch count. And again missing low, so 2-1. Three and one. Don't want to lose this guy, so see if Lieber can get one down the middle here. Get the batter to chase something. And that is down the middle. That's hit over to the second baseman. Scoops it up, throws it over to first for the putout for out number one. So routine play for the second baseman. Be out number one for Juan Diego. And bring to the plate number 7 for Ogden, DeLeon. Ball one. Give this field microphone another chance here. The wind has subsided once again. And a little bit high and inside, so 2-0. And that's down at the bottom of the zone for strike one. 2-1's the count. And that's hit over to the third baseman by Malik. Scoops it up, throws over the first, and he digs it out for out number 2. That's close. See that dig one more time here. Yep, he got it, had his foot on, so good play by the first baseman for out number 2, and that will bring to the plate for Ogden. I believe this is number 8, Hill, so I believe this is the top of the order, and that is ball 1 to Hill. And Hill hits that one to the right fielder, and that's going to be trouble. That is going to be over the fence. Oh, wow, I was turned away updating the scoreboard, and the next thing I know, right fielder's running toward the fence, and that thing is gone. So a home run for Hill will put Ogden on top 2-1 as the team comes out to congratulate Hill on his home run, and why not? That was a fantastic shot over the right field fence. The distance to right field is just over 300 feet. I actually lasered it today with my rangefinder. Was curious myself. So over 300 feet for the home run. So run and a hit and another hit out to center field. Center fielder is under it, so that will be out number 3. But Hill with a home run here in the top of the 5th to put Ogden on top 2-1. Up to bat for Juan Diego at the top of the order is Zach Carlson, number 5. Kessler still on the hill for Ogden. And that misses outside, so ball 1 to Zach. Oh, and that does hit him right in the foot, so that'll be a hit by pitch. And we'll put a runner on first base. So one that got away there from Kessler. We'll put a runner over there for Juan Diego. And bring to the plate for Juan Diego, Gabe Perkins. See the net is getting into my view there. I'll have to make that adjustment on the camera. And Gabe takes 4, strike 1. So 0-1. Runner goes, inside pitch, and no play down at second. So stolen base by Zach Carlson, put him in scoring position. And that's well out of the zone for 2-1. So Juan Diego down by 1. And Gabe right up the middle, but that's going to be fielded by the second baseman over to first for the putout. That will advance Zach over to third. So 1 out on the board for Ogden. Up to bat now for Juan Diego is going to be number 11, the catcher, Tyler Easter. See if Tyler can't drive home a run, tie this thing up. Upstairs for ball 1. And chased on that one, so strike 1. I think I've unfairly, according to Game Changer, I have unfairly assessed Kessler a couple of extra pitches, so Game Changer has him at 81, so I'll take 1 off there. And Tyler fouls that one off. So strike 2, 1-2 to Tyler. I trust the Game Changer pitch count more than my own. And just outside, so right in the zone, just off the plate. That's a good looking pitch, 2-2. Oh, and that hits him right in the noggin. So the second time he's been hit this game by a pitch. And again, Tyler, being Tyler, just kind of shakes it off and heads to first. So runners at first and third, and it looks like we are going to have a conference on the mound to see how Kessler is doing. He's up to 84 pitches, and we'll see how this is going to transpire, if there's going to be a change. Looks like we're going to have a batting change for Juan Diego as number 24 heads to the plate. That is Andrew Lombana for Juan Diego. Looks like pinch hitting for Malik Harris. And no change at the pitcher's position. So Kessler's going to remain in. We'll reset here. So Andrew Lombana is in the game for Juan Diego. Not sure if he's pinch hitting or if he is taking over the position, but he is hitting in the spot of Malik Harris. We are bottom of the 5th, runners on first and third with 1 out. And Ogden in the top half of this inning with a home run by Hill over the right field fence. So see if Juan Diego can tie it up here. Good opportunity with a runner at third and only one out. And taking 4, strike 1. Oh, I don't like to see the color bars. That's concerning. Electronics don't like sitting in the heat. I should say the sun. And that misses, and that ball is off, and that's going to score Zach and move Tyler over to third. So a wild pitch will cost Ogden a run and move the runner over to third while putting a run on the board for Juan Diego. So 2-2 is the score. The count is 1-1. And low, 4-2. And another missed pitch, and Tyler will score on that one. So that will be ball 3 and add another run for Juan Diego. So just like that, Juan Diego tacks 2 on the board and takes the lead for the first time in the game by a score of 3-2. Count to Andrew is 3-1. And to the shortstop, scoops it up over to first in time for out number 2. And I get that runner off of third. My bad there. So 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, and that will bring the, I believe that's the pitcher that's going to come up, Liebrick. It is. Matt Liebrick, number 3, is at the plate for Juan Diego. And that's in the turf. 4-1. We don't have any dirt here at Juan Diego. It's all turf, at least on the infield. It is grass, natural grass in the outfield. And that'll be ball 2. Gonna kill that microphone one more time. Sorry about the wind stirring up again here. So 3-0 is the count. Kessler over the 90 mark on the pitch count. And reaches back, taken all the way is Liebrick. As I said earlier, that's what happens on 3-0. They're taken all the way most of the time. And fouls it off, so just like that, full count. And I'm not sure what Ogden's thinking here, but it's rare to see a pitcher go over 100 for a game, so this could be it for Kessler. That's hit over to third. Third baseman knocks it down, and the throw is, oh, in time. Just barely beat it. It might have been a tie. Let's take another look at that. That was a heck of a throw. Yep, he got there. So good hustle by Liebrick to get to the bag. And that third baseman made, I'm telling you, he knocked it down and still had a play on it. So a nice attempt over there by the third baseman to get that out. But that's going to go for an infield hit for Juan Diego and put a runner on first. So up to bat now is Preston Bath, number 4, who fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. I'm just shocked that play was even close. I mean, that was a heck of a play over there. And safe on the attempted pickoff. But a really great play at third to try to make that out. And that one gets away from the catcher. Matt's going to make it down to second. So 1-1 to Preston as Kessler inches ever closer to that 100 mark on the pitch count. And that's hit to the second baseman, scoops it up over to first in time. Got him by half a step. So That'll be the third out, but Juan Diego puts 2 up on the board and takes the lead 3-2, headed to the 6th inning. So a pitching change for Juan Diego. After 81 pitches, Matt Liebrick is relieved by Malik Harris, number 34. And Liebrick takes his spot over at first base. And Malik with a bullet in there for called strike 1. So 0-1 to the batter, Gomez. And called strike 2, so Malik on top of it here. 0-2 to the batter. And that's a swing hit over to the shortstop, and the throw is in time for out number 1. So nice play by the shortstop to get that out. It was close. Didn't get him. So out number 1 for Juan Diego. 3 pitches, 1 out. Up to bat now for Ogden is number 6, I believe, Holt. In there for called strike 1, Malik dealing. Throwing hard too. And that is 5 strikes in a row. So really looking good here. Off speed, almost drops him. Little low out of the zone, so 1-2. And that's fouled off down the first base side, so still 1-2. To Holt. Not chasing, 2-2. And rung him up on strike 3 looking. So good pitch by Malik there for out number 2. Up to bat for Ogden is DeColkett, number 2. And that one, I think, got through Tyler's legs and hit the umpire's shin protector. That was kind of a weird play, but ball 1. 2-0. And just missing for ball 3. So, good spot. And all right, our second taker of the season on 3-0, and I mean just the opposite of taker. Second person to swing on 3-0 the whole year. And called him on strike 2, low in the zone. So that'll take the count full. And a foul tip for strike number 3. And Malik comes in, throws 15 pitches, and gets 3 outs. So nice work there by Harris as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up to bat for Juan Diego. Can't quite tell who that is. Looks like Carlos Collada, number 21. See if I get confirmation on that. That's a foul ball for strike 1. And that is Collada. So the 7, 8, 9 batters up for Juan Diego. Carlos in the game for ball 1. So 1-1 to Carlos. And fouls that one off. So 1-2, and Kessler going over the 100 pitch mark at 101. So first time all year we've seen that. Let's see if he's going to go the distance here. As he throws ball 2, 2-2 to Collada. And Carlos hits that one foul. Good contact, just puts it out of play down that first base side. So Kessler, the workhorse today, having started the game, still pitching here in the bottom of the 6th. And that misses, so full count. I think Kessler's getting a little gassed here. He's done really well the whole game, but you're going to wear out after some point. And that's line 2, right field, foul. So good fight to keep the at-bat alive. 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. So that'll put a runner on first base. Looking down the line at Ogden's side of the field, I don't see anyone warming up. So Kessler's going to remain in. Up to bat for Juan Diego is Caden Fenger, taking ball one. Oh, that net is in my way. I got to adjust that here at the break. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and there will be no play down at second. So stolen base on that strike will advance the runner and make the count 1-1. And that's hit to the shortstop. Scoops it up over to first for the out, and that will advance the runner to third. So out number one on the board for Ogden. And that's going to bring Dallas Larson to the plate for Juan Diego, the left-handed hitter. And high and outside for ball one. So Kessler, 110 pitches. Wow. It's getting up there. Ooh, and Dallas puts a good swing on it, but fouls it off. So 1-1. And I'm just kind of looking over at the Ogden side. I don't see anybody warming up whatsoever. It could be somebody behind the dugout that I can't see, but you start to get worried about kids' arms. I mean, I know they're high school, they're great athletes and all, but 111 pitches now. It's a lot to ask. And that is called a strike. And that is the very bottom of the zone. So 1-2 to Dallas. And the wind has magically fixed the camera angle, so I guess there is a good part of the wind every once in a while. So let's see what Dallas can do. And that's a balk. I missed the runner moving to third. Oh no, the runner is on third, so he called a balk. I don't know if I have that on replay or not. That's what he called. So that's going to score another run for Juan Diego. So that's 4-2 on the board, and 1-2 to Dallas. And another foul. So staying alive, 1-2. And again stays alive. Was a pretty good pitch. And foul ball again. Let's see if Dallas can put one in play here and get on base. Upstairs, so 2-2. And struck him out swinging, so good at bat. And the pitcher comes out the victor on that one for out number 2. That'll take Juan Diego to the top of their lineup. And Zach Carlson at the plate, number 5. And that wind is really kicking up now. Ball 1 coming from the north, so strike 1. So anything hit to left field is going to be knocked down. And anything hit to right is going to blow potentially out of play. Ooh, another called strike. 1-2. So Kessler at 120 pitches. My goodness. And Zach hits that one right to the second baseman for out number 3. So let's take another look at that one. And the replay, I don't think that worked. I'll have to double check that. But nevertheless, that is the third out. So Kessler with 121 pitches headed to the top of the 7th. Okay, so last chance for Ogden here as number 15 fouls that one off for 0-1. Ogden needs to put up 2 to continue this game. And a swing and a miss, so Malik 2 quick strikes on the batter. And it's got him swinging, and that's going to be a strikeout, but not a put out. So no outs on the board, even though that was a strikeout. So Ogden with a runner on first. And no outs. So that'll bring up Sanchez to the plate, taking for ball 1. At first is Kamagaki, having made it there on the dropped third strike. And that's taken for strike 1. So good pitch there, 1-1. And another missed. Ooh. So the runner does not advance after that one squirted out of Tyler's glove. So 2-1 is the count. And he shows bunt and he gets it down. A good bunt. Throw to first is in time. So that is a great play by the third baseman to charge that and make that out for out number 1. And that is Preston Bath down there at third. So great play. The runner will advance to second, but there will be 1 out on the board now. So up to bat for Ogden now is, can't see the number there. And that one's chopped foul for strike 1. So the batter is Hill. I believe they're at the top of their order. Hill might be the number 2 batter. I'm not entirely certain there. And a swing and a miss. So good pitch by Malik. And Hill is the number 2 batter, so 0-2 on Hill. And got him swinging and missing for strike 3. So Juan Diego 1 out away from wrapping this game up. And just a note, we will have a JV game after this. It will be a separate stream. It can be found at broadcastjd.com. And that's going to be right through the gap and no play at home. So a nice effort there by Dallas out in left field to contain that and not allow a run to score. But that's going to go ahead and put another hit on the board for Ogden and put runners at first and third. And Juan Diego is going to take an opportunity to talk about this, needing 1 out to secure the win. What I was saying about the JV game, that will follow this, probably a 15 to 20 minute break between the end of varsity and the beginning of JV. So whenever this game does end, we'll wrap it up, and approximately 15 minutes later we'll have the JV stream up. That will be a separate feed, so you'll need to go to broadcastjd.com and look for that event, or just wait that period of time, and the first thing that should appear on broadcastjd.com is the actual live game. So we will have it streamed live when it does start. Runner goes, Malik comes home with it, and that is lifted to right center, and Zach with the catch. And that is the ball game for Juan Diego. So tough game, good fight by Ogden. Came out aggressive, got all over Juan Diego early in this game, and played it really well. So good game by both teams. Juan Diego will come out the victor 4-2, and we'll go final on this one. So in approximately 15 minutes, let's call it 5:20 to 5:25, look back at broadcastjd.com, and hopefully we'll have the JV game started. JV game doesn't have the ambient music in between the batters and the walk-up songs and all this stuff, so it's a little easier to facilitate, and we don't have to cut away to background music and whatnot that is licensed. So can probably talk more about the playoffs during the JV game as well, and a couple other things in the basket for our time in between innings. But nevertheless, we're going to wrap this one up. Again, Juan Diego the victor over Ogden for the second win this week over the same team, this one by a score of 4-2. So thanks for joining, everybody, and we'll catch you back here in about 15 for junior varsity.